All right, so right now I'm wearing my little gimbal holder and I have the FX30 right here, and I want to talk about some of the accessories I've been using this season because some of these things are new for me and I just want to share them. Obviously the first one, like I talked about in another video, is the gimbal holder itself, and if you haven't seen that video you can check it out. But right now I just want to focus more on this battery holder slash adapter that I bought for this camera. So I recently upgraded my camera to the Sony Fx30, but the only problem with it is it doesn't have very good battery life. So I needed a way to deal with that because I shoot a lot of weddings and I'm there for like 8, could be 9 hours sometimes, and having to change the battery, you know, every hour, hour and a half. Yeah, I could do that, but it's just annoying. I'd rather have it so that I could just keep shooting and not have to really think about swapping batteries. So that's where this Ulanzi battery adapter comes in. It allows me to use my Sony NP batteries, and I have a ton of those because I use them for my lights as well. And of course, I went with the 700 style of batteries, but you could do the 900s, you could do the 500s, which are even smaller and lighter. Those ones are really only going to double the life. So instead of getting 1 hour, you'll get 2. I find this is the best compromise because they're not too big. They're not too heavy, and like I said, it still gives me plenty of battery life, so I like using the 700 style myself. But the big one's gonna get you like 4+ hours on top of what you get out of the battery that's already in the camera. Now some people will go and get the V-mount systems, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with V-mount. The problem with the V-mount though is they are more costly, and then they are adding a lot of bulk to whatever you're doing. As you can see here, when I'm shooting weddings, I like to use the gimbal a lot, and I don't want it to be very heavy. I just use the male-to-male quarter 20 screw. Just screwed it into the side here. As you can see, just goes right there. You can thread it in with your fingers. You don't even need tools. Spin that in there. This has a little quarter 20 threading on the bottom, and you just screw it in. But before I screw it in, let me just show you some of the things it comes with. So it does have D-tap on the side for those who use D-tap. Has your outputs on the top, so it has USB-C, and then it has the regular USB-A out, and then it also has power delivery in, USB-C on the top, and then it also has your indicator. So it has a power indicator along the top. If you want to mount it to some type of camera rig, you could do something like this, where you get like a cold shoe adapter and you just mount that to a cheese plate like so, and then you can just kind of slide it on, and there you have it. Another thing you can do is you can just use that male-to-male adapter that I used on the gimbal and just spin it on there the same way I did like on the gimbal. I think that's a better way, and it stays attached a little bit better in my opinion. The other thing you can do is you can just get a plate like this one, and I'm gonna put all these items down in the description below. But this plate actually fits this particular adapter exactly, and it has its own little screw in it, so you can just screw that directly into the adapter. It fits perfectly. It doesn't spin around or anything like that. Or use that threading, the same little male-to-male that I have, and you can screw it on to the top of the FX30 because there's a bunch of mounting points on it. So however you want to mount this, there's tons of different ways. So hopefully you found that helpful. For more FX30 videos, check out the playlist. I got tons of them coming out, and I already have quite a few, and I'm gonna keep making more to give you some more tips and tricks as far as this camera goes, and the accessories you can use pretty much for whatever camera you have. So hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, give the video a like. And as always, I'm Mike Turner. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you soon.